All right, y'all, I am back with another video, and we coming with the last step to this stairwell to intentional living. We've been talking all month about how to establish plans, how to build plans that God will establish, and we've been doing it through my stairwell to intentional living. We've talked about acknowledgement, living by principle, executing by process, and now we get to the fun part where we win. We win by practice. So, all right, y'all, we have been talking about the stairwell to intentional living this whole entire month, okay? We have been breaking it down with that stairwell. We talked about acknowledging our dream. We talked about how we start to live by principle through establishing our values and understanding exactly where we are. We talked about and begun the process of executing by process through establishing some goals and things you're going to do to close the gap. And now we get to win. All I do is win, 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 win. Y'all, I don't know the name of that song. I don't even know the rest of it. All I know is that part. All I do is win, 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 win. We win through daily practices. Now, listen, y'all, intentional living is a reflective life. It is you are constantly looking for the results, looking at the results, and making adjustments so that you can actually live the life that you said you desired to live. It's so key to be able to do that work. And that's why it's important that you are reflective, that you're always thinking about how in the world can you grow. I love Psalm 90:12. It says to teach us to use wisely all the time we have. That's I don't remember which translation it is, but it's so key. That is my constant prayer. Lord, teach us. Teach us how to use wisely all the time we have. And that's my prayer for you, that as I'm laying out these things, I'm helping you use wisely all the time you have. All right. So we're going to break down this last step. And this is the kicker to it. It is continuous. You're going to continue to do this. And there are two main things on how you can win by practice. The first thing is to actually have routines. Winning comes from practice. Practicing the right things to see those gaps between your dreams and your reality close. How do you win though? How do you actually do this? You do this through your daily practice. So let me kind of define what a routine is. And I love this. I actually got this definition. And it says a routine is a sequence of actions regularly followed, a fixed program. Or another one is that it's performed as a regular procedure rather than for a special reason. Let me do that again. The second definition is performed as part of a regular procedure rather than a special reason. I love that, because that is really what it is. Your routines, these things that's going to allow you to actually win at life, should not be special. They should not be things that you do on a whim. They should be things that you do on a regular cadence so that you can win, because that's the only way you're going to win. To live intentionally, your routines have to become a regular occurrence. It's not something special, okay? It's not something special that you start this month, January of 2023 is when I'm recording this. So I know a lot of y'all have already started your new programs and all that kind of stuff. Start thinking about how these can be sustainable, how they can become daily routines and daily things that you do. Are they part of your values? You know, we talked about actually figuring out what's important to you. Tie those routines to your values. You're going to see that that is what's going to last when you can tie it to what's important to you. I love this quote I found from Aristotle. It says, "We are what we repeatedly do." So, we talked a lot in our acknowledgement phase, right? We laid out our dreams, our big, audacious dreams. What does your daily life say about those dreams? Does your daily life actually say that you want those dreams to happen? Or does your daily life say something else? That is the key to routine, because we're already living by routines. Like, we wake up every day and we do the same thing every day. Is that the routine that you want for your life? Okay? So when people are like, oh, I'm going to do routines now, you've always been doing routines. It's just that these are routines that actually will allow you to live the life that you desire. Okay? That's the key. And then the second thing, and actually before I even get to that, I have a life audit for you. If you get on the mailing list, you get free access to this lesson. It allows you to actually audit your life, to actually figure out, are my routines helping me get closer to my life, get closer to the things that I desire? Get that if you like down in the description below. Anyway, be rare. That's the second thing. I love it. It's a cute little acronym. I've talked about it before, but don't be like everyone else and go hard in January and stop. It's time to truly establish those winning practices that are going to help you keep moving forward. Okay. I love it. I came up with this acronym years ago, and I think it's really key in actually living this life intentionally, right? Where you actually are rare. So be rare. Let's get into it. Number one, review. Review regularly. You're establishing this life plan. You put this thing together, right? And you lay it somewhere and you never look back. That's that's what everybody else does. It's time for you to be rare and review regularly. There's set times that I recommend to review: weekly, monthly, daily, quarterly, all those different things. But really set yourself up for a cadence that you can sustain, where you're taking some time to review your goals, to figure out if this life plan is still what you desire, all of those things. Then activate. Find ways to activate your goals or activate your routines. Activate the things that you desire to do. And when I say activate, I mean build a catalyst in your life so that you do it, right? There's different ways to do that. Some things are called habit stacking, where you're stacking several habits together and that helps you to get things done. For instance, my morning routine is a habit stack. I wake up and I pray, I work out, I read my Bible, like all of those things stack on top of each other. Or I have triggers. That's another thing to do. A trigger is something that makes you do it, right? So for instance, maybe you want to run every morning. You put your shoes at your bedroom door. Or maybe I have a watch that vibrates for my alarm clocks. That helps me remember, oh yeah, time to wake up. Oh yeah, time to do this, right? Then reward. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the best at this, but I know that it's important. So I still tell you to do it. And hopefully maybe y'all can help me. But that's reward, the second R in the Be Rare acronym. Reward yourself. When you have goals that you reward yourself for, when you make it, it makes it easier to keep going because you know, man, when I'm done that goal, I'm gonna get that cute dress, so I'm gonna get that perfume, or I'm gonna get that new workout gear, or I'm gonna get that new gadget, right? Figure out what will really motivate you to go forward and get after it. Make that the reward for your goal. And then finally, evaluate. Remember, I said that intentional living is a life of reflection. It's so important that you evaluate your life regularly. Figure out what are the things that you desire. Your life plan or your dream activation plan should be something that you're looking at least quarterly. And laying down, well, what's my progress this quarter? What have I done this quarter? Right? Make sure that you are evaluating your life regularly. So, this is intentional living. It's a continuous climb of those four steps: acknowledgement, living, execution, and winning. It may look a whole lot different in different seasons. Maybe you're a new mom, maybe you got a new job, maybe you just finished school and your life has been so prescribed you don't know what to do now, right? It's gonna look different in different seasons, but you will always be moving forward because you've established your values, you've established your dreams, you know where you are. You're taking time to look at where you are, and then you're building out the goals and the routines that you're going to execute and win with. Keep acknowledging, keep living, keep executing those regular routines, the daily check-ins, the weekly things, because intentional living is this journey from going from glory to glory. I love, oh, I didn't write it down. I believe it's Second Corinthians 2:18, I believe, and it talks about how God has made us to go from glory to glory to glory. This is what intentional living is really about. Going from glory to glory to glory to glory. It is the idea that God wants us to keep moving forward and growing and getting better, right? This is what we're doing. Your dream should not be able to be accomplished in a year, but you should be moving towards it every single year. Okay, guys? So, I hope that you are growing in this. I hope that this series has made you really sit back and think about the things that you desire to do and that you are going to use your time wisely. Use your time wisely, y'all. Live this life intentionally. And I am so excited to live it with you. Now, if this is something that was good for you, go ahead and subscribe. Share this video. Let people know about it, okay? And I'm so excited to see what happens through you because you decided to live intentionally. Y'all have an awesome week wherever you are. And see you next week.